Mm, Good morning. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center Ottawa's online Serenity service for February. In today's Serenity service, we are integrating the teachings that we have been exploring in the month of February, harnessing the power of differences, leveraging our expanded understanding of polarities and paradox. My name is Reverend Roxanne Buckle, and I am so pleased to be joined by a few of the USCO prayer partners who will be co-presenting today, Mary Way, Cheryl Driscoll, and Anne Theriault. This online service is coming to you from the place colonially known as Ottawa-Gatineau, and as such, we would like to recognize the Algonquin Nation on whose traditional unceded territory we are hosting this online service. We acknowledge their rights to these lands and gratefully, just finding the right word here, and gratefully acknowledge them also, the Algonquin Anishinaabe, as past, present, and future stewards of this land. So I'd like to take a moment and I'd like to invite you all, if you have access to the chat function, or beings that you would like to hold in prayer, and Silent Unity 7 prayer ministry. Now moment, as we join together in consciousness, active in the universe, spirit, the divine, claim an individualized expression of that one power. We embrace our wholeness, our completeness. We acknowledge wholeness, knowing that in that wholeness is the power of wisdom and strength, and so much more. As we move into this time together, embracing and acknowledging the power of paradox, we give thanks for these teachings and for being in a receptive place for these teachings. I release this prayer to the one presence, the one mind, knowing that it is fulfilled. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen. So just a reminder to put your prayers in the chat. So in February, we have been exploring the topic of harnessing the power of differences, gaining an expanded understanding of the interdependent nature of polarities. And this service has been designed to allow time for like a wrap up, a reflection and embodiment of these teachings, so that we may move from an only intellectual understanding to one that is more integrated and embodied, one that moves us into our hearts, which is the field of infinite love, wisdom, and understanding. And it's in this integration and embodiment that we have a higher likelihood of showing up more powerfully in this human experience. So as we deepen our understanding of the opposite truths that need each other, such as rest and action, such as justice and mercy, such as structure and flexibility, we ask the question, how do I live them both? Because in living them both, we truly are embracing our wholeness. So just as neither inhale or exhale is more valuable, they both need each other. And in this acceptance, we allow a shift from the other being a problem. We move through the constriction and conflict of either or through some discomfort as we hold the tension of opposites. And we move into this expansiveness and acceptance and ultimately peace of the both and. And in that place, we can truly birth a greater reality. So I'm going to invite you as we move through this time of reflection and contemplation, and there will be periods of silence together, which Mary will explain in a moment, to perhaps focus, if you want, on a situation or a person with maybe whom you're challenged, and see if you can reach an expanded perspective through this time. As Reverend Kelly Isola reminded us, and Charles Fillmore, Unity's co-founder, said, our ability to do the work that in due season will encircle the earth depends on us moving beyond basic assumptions to question what we believe and be willing to question and move into a both and.
We will not be following our regular order of service this morning in order to more fully experience the benefits of reflection, music, and meditation. Let me briefly recap the flow of the service. There are 4 sections, and at the beginning of each section, you'll see a new affirmation on the screen. We will offer a reflection and then invite you to repeat the affirmation with us while remaining muted. Then, as we play a related piece of music, you're invited to enter the silence for meditation. Remember that you may need to adjust your speaker volume, as the music may have differing volumes. During the music and the meditative silence that follows, you'll see the affirmation and a peaceful image displayed on the screen. Then the gong will sound to indicate the end of the silence. But let us begin with the sharing of our prosperity. Let us know that the divine presence and nature within is our source, guidance, and protection. Let us remember that divine substance and flow are always within us, no matter what is happening in our outer world. As this is true for each of us, it's also true for us collectively. We are grateful to you and bless you for sharing your abundance with USCO and UK, and in doing so, to experience both yourself and the spiritual communities as divine flow, substance, nature, and presence. The many ways to contribute are featured in the weekly newsletter, or you can go directly to the website, unityottawa.org, and click on the donate button. Let's affirm together, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I give, all that I have, and all that I receive. And I am grateful.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all.
Let us begin this sacred time of inner reflection. It's a time for remembering, for releasing, and for serenity. It's our time to deepen our connection with God, that some call spirit, divine presence, creator, source of all that is. Please use the name that's most comfortable for you. As we draw a calming breath, we easily withdraw our attention from the activity around us. We turn our focus inward, entering the inner sanctuary within our heart space. There's peace within. When we're at peace, we open and allow ourselves to experience fully all the joy and fulfillment that life is bringing us now. We open our hearts and minds as we begin this sacred time of prayer and meditation. Let our words be your words. Let us begin.
I am willing to be changed by what I see or hear. Harnessing the power of differences invites us into the question, am I willing to be changed by what I'm hearing or seeing? Doesn't mean I have to change my mind, but am I willing to be open? The situation that is presenting or what the other person is saying may be unfamiliar or challenging. The walk into the unknown can be uncomfortable. The journey from either or to the both and is about learning to live well with each other. Doesn't mean I'll always understand or I agree, but I'm willing to try on what's uncomfortable, what's not familiar. I accept I may experience feelings of fear and insecurity or ungroundedness when faced with something unfamiliar. I turn to that holy place of stillness to remember my divine nature. And as I settle into that inner space, I have an embodied experience of interdependence, which requires letting go of something I rigidly hold, more into a space of allowing. I am willing to be changed by what I see or hear. Please join me in saying this. I am willing to be changed by what I see or hear. Again, I am willing to be changed by what I see or hear. Breathe into that space of allowing, which is ever present, and let it move through, assisting you to adjust to changing conditions as we prepare to enter the silence following the song.
It's all about allowing peace within, in absolute surrender, so serenity begins. For when the storm subsided and calm becomes the way, it's all about allowing it to stay. It's all about allowing love to flow. It's setting down, simply letting go. For as you seize the struggle and love pours through your heart, it's all about allowing it to start. Now feel it warm and shining, new with promise, strong, undying love, different than any you have known. And now the seed is sown. It's all about allowing change to show, then living in the moment like it's all you'll ever know. And though it won't be easy, you can truly say you tried, for it's all about allowing it inside. And now the seed is sown. It's all about allowing love to flow. It's setting down your burden and just simply letting go. For as you seize the struggle, and love pours through your heart. It was all about allowing. All about allowing it to start.
I pause in any discomfort and embrace what is possible when I see more completely. Seeing the complete picture of myself or another person or a situation can be a great relief and expand what is possible. For example, knowing that rest is a possibility when I've been working long hours is a relief. Allowing for flexibility and spontaneity within a structured plan can offer creative relief. Seeing is relieving. I allow the liveness within me that may be expressing as a feeling of unease, anger, or fear. And I pause. I breathe. And in that space of acceptance of what is, I catch a glimpse beyond the appearances and behavior to a greater truth that is often invisible. Then I can supplement my initial view with an expanded view. I increase my awareness and capacity to dance in the tension of opposites. I can desire accountability for the unacceptable behavior and at the same time behold the divine nature of the other person. I pause and feel the relief of allowing mercy to coexist with justice. I pause in any discomfort and embrace what is possible when I see more completely. Let's say this together. I pause in any discomfort and embrace what is possible when I see more completely. And one more time. I pause in any discomfort and embrace what is possible when I see more completely. Breathe into the knowing of completeness and let it move through you, dissolving any differences as we prepare for a time of silence following the song.
The things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 Yeah. I am light, I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. All light. Oh, light, yeah, oh, light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light, yeah. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all.
I move beyond the familiar stories I have about myself or another. As a spiritual being having a human experience, I recognize that when I am activated by another person, it is an invitation to move out of a single story and expand my understanding of my own and the other person's oneness. In other words, that person is more than their behavior, just I am more than my reaction. In that understanding, I can heal the practice of othering. When feeling annoyed, irritated, frustrated, or angry with another person, I pause and breathe deeply for as long as it takes to reduce the activation and see a little bit more. The fastest way to change someone or an experience is to see it differently. To look beyond the limitation and incompleteness of my familiar story about the person to knowing more. When I know more, it changes how I see the other. Seeing is changing. Dr. Wayne Dyer taught, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. I am grateful to realize that the act of looking at something differently, more expansively, changes my relationship to it. I then harness the release energy for powerful transformation. I move beyond the familiar stories I have about myself or another. Join me in saying, I move beyond the familiar stories I have about myself or another. And again, let's affirm, I move beyond the familiar stories I have about myself or another. Breathe into the connection that is possible when we see more completely, as this song prepares us for a time in the silence.
The sculptor Michelangelo was asked how he got in the flow and made the lovely David from a giant block of stone. He said, well, he was in there waiting. My job was simply excavating. I just took away what did not belong. And I know somewhere not so deep inside of me lives that perfect soul that I was meant to be. Let me be the way I was created. Let me find, chip away all jealousy and hatred and reveal God's perfect work of art. Well, I think we're born on angels' wings. Heaven sends such graceful things, like love without condition, knowing we are not alone. Then descends the soul's dark night, shadows come and block the light, and as the years go by, we turn to stone. My block of stone is made of fear and doubt, but the real me is crying to come out. Let me be the way I was created. Let me find a pure and simple heart. I'll chip away all jealousy and hatred and reveal perfect work of art. I'll reveal God's perfect work of art.
As the harmonizing power of love, I embrace the full reality of myself and others. Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore, in Talks on Truth, teaches that love is the cementing element of all things. Love is the magnet. You must have love. You cannot live without it. So love really is that infinite quantum force that is the magnetizing, harmonizing power. Just like a choir, harmony involves different notes that go together. My joys and my sorrows make up the wholeness of me. My lightness sustains my darkness, and my darkness shows me the places that need nurturing. That is wholeness. Seeing is loving. Love calls us to be with what is in front of us, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Seeing the wholeness of the person doesn't mean I lose sight of the parts that are uncomfortable or disagreeable. In seeing someone's wholeness, I see the things that bring me joy and make me want to lean in, and I see the parts that can cause suffering and make me want to lean out. It is the power of love that allows for the integration and acceptance of it all. To see someone completely, including myself, is to love them. As the harmonizing power of love, I embrace the full reality of myself and others. I invite you to claim this with me. Together, as the harmonizing power of love, I embrace the full reality of myself and others. And again, I invite you to know this with me. As the harmonizing power of love, I embrace the full reality of myself and others. So I invite you to breathe into the knowing of your power of love, bringing wisdom as we prepare to enter the silence following the song, Love is My Decision.
Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is decision right here and now.
I just invite you to take a moment and bring your awareness gently back into this time and space. You may choose to take a few deep breaths, open your eyes, look around you, connect with a person, a pet, a painting, perhaps a tree that's outside, and just be grateful for the power and presence of the divine that is within us and all around us. And take a moment to give thanks for this experience, for this time, really, in what in Unity we call our fourth principle, meditation and prayer, and for that expanded knowing and strengthening of my awareness of my divine beingness, my divine nature. And for the expanded awareness that this ability to see beyond appearances through that pivotal nature of consciousness really is seeing is relieving, seeing is changing, and seeing is loving. And we just allow for that space to also move us from the higher consciousness into being that in action. As we remember Unity's fifth principle, it's not enough to just know the truth. We must live the truth we know. So I invite each and every one of us in that expanded awareness of seeing is relieving, seeing is changing, and seeing is loving, into how that will allow me to show up differently in the minutes, hours, days, and weeks ahead. The prayer partner at Unity Spiritual Center Ottawa this month is Mary Way, and I invite Mary to share the prayer of protection and the closing blessing before we hear our closing song.
As we close our service today, keep in mind, hold in our hearts the people that we have placed in the chat box for whom we wish prayer, and for any others that you're thinking of at the time. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. We go knowing that where we go, God is, peace is. Go in peace, go in love. We give thanks and appreciation for this precious time together and the reflections of our service. Please join us for fellowship after this final song.
Na na na